Hey, it's TK Irish from the Camp Kennerk podcast, and this is a special edition. This is a happy camper interview. And yes, she is special. She is number 18th happy camper interview to be brave enough to come onto our podcast. So, you know what sometimes they say about bravery, it's a judgment call. If you do something you think's brave and it turns out to not to be brave, well, then they just sort of say, well, maybe she should have just rethought the whole concept. But hey, we have fun here. She's got a great personality. She's fun to visit with, and we're really looking forward to getting to know her a little bit more. So, Kimber Leigh is our project, our subject, our interviewee, our new best friend, and Doug the neighbor. You've met her before. How's things going with her?
TK, so good to see you on this beautiful, hot, ugly day here in awesome Austin, Texas. It's really hot. You can see I've been outside and I had my floppy on, but I still got some sunshine here. But yes, we are interviewing a new neighbor, a new happy camper. Her name is Kimber Leigh, and Kimber is right here. Kimber, say hello.
Good morning, gentlemen. How is everyone doing today?
We are doing fine. We're doing fine. And now remember, you volunteered to do this. Okay, so let's get started.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Let's go. Now, you and I just met on Friday at a TikTok conference here in awesome Austin, Texas. What did you think of the conference for TikTok?
I loved the conference. I thought it was really interesting how TikTok was setting up their creator networks. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to go that route yet. I enjoy being a creator, but I'm not sure about the whole creator network program. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Were you interested? Are you going to do it?
Well, it is the first one that I've ever been to. I've heard of Facebook conferences and other social media conferences, but never got invited because usually they're by a lottery. So this is the first one I got into. And as it was billed as a twofer, where they would talk about TikTok Shop. And the way they're selling it is you just sign up and then they handle everything. So that appealed to me, selling retail, but they handle everything, drop ship everything. And then the creator agency thing appealed to me in a form because on my Instagram and TikTok page, I have about 3 or 4 people who send me videos and I post them on my social media platform. So I'm already working as an agent, a supporter,
Mhm.
uh, trying to get people to send me a video and I can post it on up there. Now, I'll give you an example. My neighbor over here, we call him John Casa. He's in the Cayman Islands right now. And sadly, he's been sending these beautiful pictures of the beaches and palm trees in Margaritaville, so that'll get
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
yeah, yeah. So I'm already being an agent or whatever, but truthfully, I have not made any money from TikTok. And the agency explanation by them, the TikTok people who are very kind and professional, I don't feel comfortable putting more money into a situation that I haven't made any money out to then promote other people to join. So that was
I can
my
agree on that.
Yeah,
I
but
can
meeting you, and getting a free bottle of water. There we go.
agree. No,
Now,
I completely understand.
okay, now Kimber, you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram. What other
Mhm.
platforms are you on?
I tried YouTube once. I just didn't go through with it. So that's something that I've been thinking about developing, but really my main focus has been like the shorts, short stories, short messages of gratitude. My channel is all about gratitude, manifestation, um, just trying to be really positive. I think there's so many negative things and negative people out there in the world. You can get lost in focusing on that. And so if I can be a little positive, bright light in this world, that makes me really happy.
Well, you've already brightened up our world because take a look at TK and I. We're kind of some sad sacks here, you know. So, you know, you're doing really well. You succeeded. Okay.
Thank you. A lot of people do send me messages, and some of them are going through really difficult times. And it's just nice to have someone support, even if it's not like, a therapist or something along those lines, even if it's just like a little bit of encouragement, like, hey, you're doing a great job. I see you. Keep on going. Little things like that can really make the world a better place, in my opinion.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So let's get to know you a little bit more. Okay. First off, we ask riveting questions. Where did you go to high school? Where did you graduate from high school?
So I grew up in Detroit, Michigan originally, and right around the age of like 10 or 12, we moved to a suburb outside of Detroit, myself, my brother, and my parents. And the school that I went to was Thurston, and that was South Redford.
Thurston?
Thurston.
Would you spell that with this?
It's Thurston.
Thurston High School. Okay. Now, were you the Lions, Tigers, or Bears?
Oh, I was an Eagle.
Oh, Eagles. Go Eagles. Okay. We
Go
love that.
Eagles,
Now, were
yes.
you in the choir, soccer, or a drama club? What did you do?
Great question. I did a little bit of drama, but when I got on stage, I'd actually forget my lines and I would just stare at the audience. So it was a little awkward. I stopped doing that after a while. So, so definitely not a drama person. I love watching drama like Broadway and different things. But I played volleyball and I ended up on the JV league. I was doing a lot of summer camps with like University of Michigan. There was a really good school named McDonough University that I would go to and continue playing even after our season ended.
Oh, really? Really? Now, where volleyball, were you a spiker or what's the one in the back row? What position were you?
I was back middle. I don't know what that is anymore. I was back middle.
Back middle. Okay. All right. That's good. Now,
Yeah, I don't remember what that is. It was so long ago.
okay. Well, here, I understand you just moved to Austin. We can talk about that later, but I'm sure there's volleyball leagues here in town that you could network with and women's leagues or co-ed
Mhm.
leagues. They're here. They're here. So where
Mhm.
did you go to college?
I did. I actually ended up at University of Michigan in the beginning. I was there for psychology and decided after my first semester that I wanted to move to New York and work in the fashion industry. So I went to college at Wayne State University in Detroit. They had an amazing fashion program.
Yes.
And during college, I worked for a major retailer. And when I graduated, they had offered me the opportunity to go to New York with them. So that's what I did.
Oh, what was the name of the retailer there at Wayne State? What was the name of the company?
Well, I worked for Kenneth Cole Productions through college. And back during that time, he was a really big deal. He had like wholesale accounts across the country. He actually had physical stores you could walk into where he carried Kenneth Cole Productions, his actual, like, really nice upscale line. He sold men's, women's clothing, accessory, jewelry,
Okay.
shoes. Shoes was a big one too.
Okay, Kenneth Cole. Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, now TK, my partner here up in Dallas. He graduated from college, University of Indiana, and he went to work in the what was the name of that company in Dallas you worked for,
It's
TK?
called Sanger Harris Department Store. I was in the buying office, so I'm very familiar with Kenneth Cole. Great brand, been around. It's one of the few brands that hadn't gotten beat up and tossed away because he's always seemed to have kept a current look that wasn't too forward and it just seemed to fit the mainstay at a good option and a good price point. So I'm very familiar with it, and that's a good house to work for.
Mhm. He'd be zooming around his office in New York on like a little Segway, and he was the nicest person.
Yeah. Now, I lived in New York City for many, many years. I lived in the West Village. I lived 2 blocks from the meatpacking district. So, what years were you in New York City?
Well, I was only there for a year. I was there 2008 to 2009.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I was that drunk guy hitting on you at the bar because you're so cute. Okay. There you go. I was at Tortilla Flats or the any of the numerous other bars there in the West Village. So that was me.
Oh, how funny. Yeah, I had a friend that was in PR for like Betsy Johnson for a while. And so anytime we'd go out, he would, be able to get us into the best clubs and best places in the city. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I was the guy who got thrown out. There you go. All right. So you go to New York City. You're there for a while. Then what happens, Kimber? What happened then?
I came there for a dream, and it was really my dream job to work at corporate. I was working for the VP of men's wholesale sales at the time. So I was working with them, like open to buy, doing market planning with their vendors who would come in. So people like TK. And, I can only stay for about a year. So I had to go back home to Michigan with my family. But during that time, I ended up getting into cosmetics. So I launched my own cosmetic company. This was before all of the, people on social media. This was before like Instagram, definitely before TikTok blew up. And I worked with different manufacturers to create it. It was an organic, vegan, and natural makeup line. And my whole point was to show that it could be like very glamorous, but could also be something that you could wear, if you didn't want the look of makeup, but yet you wanted to look polished still. And we had a lot of fun. We did a lot of photo shoots around the area. I had about 10 different locations carrying my product by the end of the tenure.
Okay.
Well,
Now, what was the name of your product, your makeup line?
At the time, it was called Virtue Cosmetics.
Virtue Cosmetics. Well, this is a very small world because we did a Happy Camper interview with Nishi Kromati, who was a student there at Sam Houston State there in Huntsville. And she's a nice young gal about ready to finish college. And she wants to set up her own makeup line. So we should connect you. And that's what TK and I love doing, is connecting people of similar interests. And maybe your experience could help her move down the road and complete her endeavor.
I would love that.
hey,
That'd be
Kimber,
amazing.
Kimber, I have a could you
Yes.
find an industry that was a little bit more competitive than the cosmetic segment? I mean, I mean, when you say cutthroat, that's being generous. I mean, they take your head off, they cut your arms off, they feed you to the alligators in Florida. I mean, that's you got to be brave.
Well, that's definitely something that I have built in, is that bravery throughout my life. But I am looking to transition into something that's not as cutthroat, for sure.
Now, you had mentioned, we like your attitude there, Kimber. Now, you had mentioned you spent time out in California. Uh, what did you do out there?
Well, after cosmetics, I decided to go out to California. I was dating someone at the time and we were reconnecting. He was living in California at the time, but I was working for a company called Dry Bar. So I spent about 3 years with them and helped to bring their salons back from COVID. I eventually was promoted into like an area manager role where I had about 73 employees at any one time. So I was very busy, but it was like North Los Angeles and then Burbank, which was considered the Valley.
Okay. Now, Dry Bar, what is this, a pub? Is this a
It does sound like a pub, right? Everybody would ask that in the beginning, but it's a very LA brand. They only specialize in blowouts, in styling. They specialize in like clip and extensions. So they wouldn't do any sort of color services with
okay?
like hair, or they wouldn't do any sort of cutting. So
Oh,
it was
I
just
see.
styling.
Oh, okay. So you're out there in California. How long were you out there?
I was there about 3 years, and then with Dry Bar, I was actually promoted to Georgia. So I was in the
Okay, now
Atlanta,
wait a minute,
Georgia
wait a
area,
minute, wait
opening
a
up new
minute.
Dry Bar locations for them.
Hang on, hang on a second. You're going from Detroit to New York City, the Big Apple, then you're going to Los Angeles. You said you got promoted, or did you get demoted to go to Georgia?
You know, a lot of people ask me that too, but Georgia's so beautiful, and the people there are just incredible, very sweet, sweet Southern people. It was my first time actually being in Georgia. I went there once to visit, and I thought I could, make a life here.
Ah, okay. So how long were you in Georgia?
Only about a year and a half.
Oh, and then you came to Austin.
Then I came to Austin. I said, you know what? I'm ready to settle down. Let's come to Austin.
Okay, now why Austin? Why not Dallas? Why not Miami? Why not back to New York City, back to Los Angeles? Why Houston? Why Austin? Why Austin?
Okay, so I visited the Austin area in 2024 and I just completely fell in love.
Oh,
The
okay.
city, the people, I enjoy like the big city, but I also enjoy not being in the big city and being able to turn it off at night and
And
being
you,
able to go
yeah.
ahead.
Okay, so you've been here about a year, year and a half. Is that what you said?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So major questions. Okay, major questions. Are you a Texas Longhorn fan, football, because football season's coming? Are you an Arch fan? It's coming. You know this.
I know, the thing is, I don't even watch football. It's so bad because in Michigan, everything was about University of Michigan go blue. And
Oh,
because I was deep
yeah,
in Ann Arbor,
yeah. Yeah.
I live like 2 miles from the stadium.
The big house. You live close to the big house.
I did.
Okay, well now you're here in Austin, and everything is about the University of Texas football and Arch Manning this year. So whether you whether you uh, know it or not, it's coming your way.
We'll have to say Longhorns, right? Because that's
Yeah,
University of Texas.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Now, have you had some barbecue here?
I did. I went to Terry Black's. It was delicious. I went by myself, and the girl who was seating me looked very confused on why no one was with me. She's like, "Oh, are you here by yourself?" I said, "Yes, ma'am."
Okay, and have you tried Whataburger? Have you been to Whataburger?
I haven't. No, that's a place on my stop that I want to go to.
Okay, all right. Now you found out about HEB, the grocery store.
I'm obsessed.
Yes, it's here in Texas when you people come to visit and you say things like, "We're going to take you to a grocery store and to a gas station." They go, "What? What?" HEB and Buc-ee's. So there you go. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So now, have you tried any Bluebell ice cream?
No, I've heard so many great things about it, but no, I haven't tried it yet.
Oh my gosh, hang on a second. Jojo Bear is unbelievably shocked that you haven't tried any Bluebell ice cream.
I hear that from people.
I hear that from people. Mexican food. Have you been to Maudie's for some tacos?
Mhm.
No? Maudie's?
No,
No? Where do you get your Mexican food?
I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
Mexican food? You don't know what tacos,
No,
enchiladas?
no, Chipotle is Chipotle. I mean, kind of, but it's not like authentic.
Here in Austin? Kimber, you have so much to learn.
I
Tacos,
know.
enchiladas, sopapillas, margaritas, goes on and on and on.
I
There's
know.
so
I need
much.
people to teach me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, TK has a question to ask you that's very important to him. He's got a little explanation. Go ahead, TK.
Hey, Kim, I'm a little hesitant to ask you this question and start this dialogue since you don't know where authentic Mexican food is in Austin. But hey, it's a learning curve, Kim. So we're here rooting for you. We're going to make it work. So one of the things we always talk about here at the Camp Kennerk podcast is the fact that I grew up on a farm in Indiana, and we raised popcorn of all things. And so we have a lot of fun with it. We talk about our popcorn festival we have once a year. But the problem is we don't remember what time of year it's supposed to be. So sometimes, we may have three in one year and then not for a couple of years, but that's beside the point. So this is the riveting question. This is very scientific. And if you eat popcorn, do you pop it on the stovetop or do you use the microwave?
I used to use the microwave.
Oh, used to. So
Yeah,
now
I
you,
don't really, okay, so if I eat popcorn, it will be at like a movie theater.
okay. All right.
Okay.
Good call. So
Okay.
once again, we'll put this in our scientific endeavor research program, and eventually we'll come out with a paper saying why people eat popcorn and where they eat it. So keep your eyes open. It'll come out in about 10, 15 years.
Yeah. We're working on it. We're working on it. Yeah. Okay. Now you moved to Kimber, you moved to Austin. What are you doing now? What are you doing now? You've had a varied life. What are you doing now? What?
Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to say it, I was just recently let go from my job. So I'm in the market. I'm looking for something a little bit different than what I was previously doing.
Okay. Uh, what would you follow your heart? The best advice, free advice for $1 from Doug the neighbor, is follow your heart. What would you like to do?
Well, if I was following my heart and my passion, I would say that side quest would lead me to somewhere in the women's empowerment, doing social media, marketing, really working with other women to empower them and help them develop their goals, their dreams.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And hopefully this podcast will get a copy to it. You can send it on out as part of your resume and you get thumbs up from TK and Doug the neighbor. Now, one last question here. You've traveled the country, you've done many things. What message would you give to high school students, to a niece, a nephew, your brother about life? What would you tell them about life?
That's a great question. I think it's really to follow your dreams, follow wherever your heart leads you, because I do believe that your job should not feel like a job, although, it is going to be work. So there's going to be aspects of it that you might not like. But if you do something that you love, you're going to feel so much better at the end of the day and enjoy your life so much more.
Well, good advice, and you need to apply it to yourself. Follow your dreams.
Right.
What would you like to do in life? Because you have the support of Doug the neighbor and TK Irish and all the staff here at Camp Kennerk podcast. I'd like to thank you very much for your participation. We have some gifts here for you. These are flippers, keychains, flipper keychains right here, because we do a charitable event once a year here in the Deep Eddy called the Top of Possum Trot Flipper Walk, where we walk up Possum Trot in flippers, scuba flippers, to raise money for Dell's Children's Cancer Fund. And we have these keychains for you as small gifts, tokens of appreciation. And the logo behind it is to flip off Big C, a nasty, nasty disease that ravages our country. But we have these keychains for you, and we'll get your address later and we'll send you these to you. Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. Thank you very, very much. Do you have any last words that you would like to say to America?
Gosh, do I say it? Do I dare to say it? Go blue.
Go blue! Go Michigan blue! Go Cap! Go Cowboys! DK, what do you got?
Aaron Gobraw.